Let's say, for whatever reason, you demand a full-size sedan. That doesn't mean that you have to ditch your enthusiast aspirations. You can get a Taurus, you can get an Avalon, you can get an Impala, but maybe you want a little more power and you're not ready to spend as much as the big boys from Audi and BMW and Mercedes. Enter the 2013 Taurus SHO. You can tell right off the bat, we're not staring at our standard run-of-the-mill Papa's car Taurus right here. This is the SHO. You got this blacked out chrome grille, you got the cool daytime running lights. The car comes standard with 19s, but these are optional 20-inch wheels wrapped in Michelin tires. Michelin makes some sticky rubber. You got this big old SHO bag coming down to the side. You've got a spoiler out back, the EcoBoost SHO logo, and the twin tips to let you know this ain't your run-of-the-mill Taurus. Some of you diehard SHO fans out there might be a little sad that you don't see that Yamaha source motor sitting under here. But don't be upset. This EcoBoost unit, it's a killer. 365 horse, 350 pound-feet of torque sent out to all four wheels, pushes this SHO down the road. Even though it says SHO, it does still say Taurus. And that means you've got that ample trunk space you've come to expect in the standard Taurus model. You can fit tons of stuff back here. This is pretty voluminous, cavernous, deep. It's massive. Tons of trunk space. Just like the standard Taurus, the back seat offers a kind of unusual seating arrangement. This almost feels like sitting in stadium seating. You have an oddly high point of view to the people in front of you. Still though, it's actually surprisingly comfortable. My knees are a little bit splayed out to the side with the seat all the way back, but this material is super soft so I can dig my knees in and get comfortable. My head is right near the roof, but I'm pushing the limits of height anyway at 6'3". I'm tall. I'm very tall. But the seats themselves are comfortable. They're not super supportive, but you're not going to expect to get tossed around too badly back here unless somebody's really exploring the capabilities of the engine up front. But that's why you'd want to be in the front seat anyway. Since this is the SHO, you're going to have to spend at least $39,000 to get into this car. With that amount of money though, you're getting these great SHO seats. They're super comfortable. You're getting tons of steering wheel controls here. You're getting the Ford My Touch system. You're getting a lot of technology thrown at you in a way that's easy to digest and take in. It actually can help you in your driving, make you more efficient. But again, this is the SHO. It's not about being efficient here, even though that is a very nice motor. In terms of efficiency and power, it's the power part we're interested in. We want to drive it. So you might be thinking to yourself, I'm in the market for a Taurus. Why should I spend the extra coin for the SHO? I do like performance, but I can get that same engine in a standard Taurus. Well, you're not going to get the suspension tuning, you're not going to get the transmission with the paddle shifters, and you're not going to get the brakes and the tires and the wheels. You're missing out on a lot. It's not just a badge. It's not just some slightly louder exhaust. There's a lot going on in this car that makes it worth the extra amount of money, and you're going to get that back in terms of driving enjoyment, and that's hard to put a price on. So who are we competing with here with the Taurus SHO? That's hard to say. Or maybe Chevy will bring back an Impala SS, then we'd have a real competition on our hands, and one we'd look forward to finding out a victor. You really have to spend more money to get a car like this in its class if you want, say, an Audi A6 or something that happens to be a comfortable cruiser that can also you can put your foot down and hammer it. You could look at something like the Chrysler 300 SRT8. That's a good competitor, but that is more hardcore performance focused while still offering up the comfort you'd expect. That would pretty much dust this thing on a racetrack, out on the road, stoplight to stoplight. You're not going to get as good fuel economy though, because you've got the EcoBoost turbocharged motor in this, and that's what you get here. You get a slightly edged compromise here. You have the comfortable cruiser, you have the tech, but you also have some power under your foot. Not enough to shout at your neighbors through the back of an SRT8 exhaust system, but enough to make you smile.